Welcome to day 11. Here's a summarization of what we're going to be working on. First off, summary, same as always. Leadership is substantially changed today. First off, I'm going to start from the bottom all the way up. The bottom part you already know. So you do the progress for today, and this you were familiar with last week. So I'm now going to move up to what the top part is. Just a reminder, delete all my words. So the goal is going to be established with all the stuff down below here. I have a template for you. So review the requirements. If you look at this document, you can take a look at an example, but I've copy and pasted the stuff from this document into the blog post below. So if you just watch that, you can see that. This video is going to be linked to here. So if people are kind of confused, like, what am I supposed to do for this? You can click here and watch the video again. I will link that as soon as I'm done with the video. So add the information, then of course delete all the template stuff. Now the bold, these are headings, leave the headings. But again, all the italicized smaller stuff you're going to delete. So the project is a log line. It's someone fighting something for something. Okay, this is what games and movies and books and this is what storytelling is built on. You are the protagonist. You are fighting ignorance or whatever you want to say to create something. So that could be learning how to play a guitar riff, learning how to compose a song. But you can say, I am doing this to achieve something, but you're fighting something. I want you to put it in storytelling context because that's what's cool. That's what a log line is. And in the film industry, that's what they call it. How do you achieve it? Your answer goes here. And here's how you're going to achieve it. You're working in class, okay? And planning and strategy. So you'll be collaborating with your team if you're on a team project. You will be watching tutorials. You'll be practicing daily and so on and so forth. Okay, what is the minimum viable product? This is what's specifically a 68 measure song or a completed video showing my being able to play the thingy. Okay, very, very specific. We would see this on Friday and it's a yes or no. Yep, we see it. Or no, we don't. Your intention. Your intention is a SMART goal. So what is a SMART goal? A SMART goal has specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, more or less, and time-based. Here's an example. By July 23rd, which is Thursday, as part of my School of Rock class or team, so if you're on a team, you would write team. If you're working independently, you'd say class. By following the Jake Lizio power chord tutorial, I will have created a 3-chord riff going from tonic to dominant for my summer school project. So this is a specific example. I want you to write a sentence like this. It has all 5 things. It has time-based, which is the T. It has referenced to the class itself. Attainable, you get to decide that. Is it attainable within the time frame, your capability, and so on? You decide that. Measurable, yes, we have 3 chords and tonic and dominant. And specific, it has specific elements, the tonic, 3 chords, etc. So it has all that represented in it. So resources, what are you going to use to make this? And this would be maybe a tutorial or a few that you're using. Risk or hook. Risk means taking a risk, like pushing boundaries, trying something new that you haven't tried before. Hook is what we love in great storytelling, something that catches us off guard. If you're making a riff or a hook for your song, it could be that. If you're taking a risk on trying to create something, that works too. Now, I put these two together because when you make a hook for a song, people may or may not like it. It's kind of a risk. See what I'm doing here? So you can take it literally by saying, hey, I'm taking a risk to stretch myself, which is vulnerability and so on and so forth. You could write it that way. Or you could be specific by saying, hey, I'm making a musical hook or I'm making a rhythmic hook or something like that. Skills. What media or skills, art, musical do you bring to the project? What experience do you have already? Background. Oh, I'm sorry. So yeah, this is specific skills you already have. And then background. You love ballet or you love playing a certain game. These are things that are important when you form a team, that you have context that you're feeling comfortable sharing that helps the team better understand where you're coming from. Some people are really good at organizing, and so that's really helpful for a team. Or they may have some other experience, like they ride, they're a really good skateboarder. But again, that context, great art is about divergent thinking outside the box. So when a skateboarder thinks about composing a song, that could be really interesting. It's just like a drummer playing guitar, and we talked about that earlier in the course. Play guitar like you're a drummer. It's a different kind of approach. And all of a sudden you see the guitar in a different way. Progress for today, we already talked about this. Okay, this is new. Jake Lizio talks about power chords. You need to watch this video. It's amazing. So if you're practicing, this is going to give you something quick. It's a two-note chord, kind of. Chords are usually more than that. But it's a two-note structure that you can play that's based on a very simple structure that helps you with music theory, but also it's quick and easier to play than a lot of other chords. I think you're going to like this. Watch this tutorial if you're practicing. Continue on with your material here. That's what I linked right here. I wanted you to see that because it's really amazing. Now, classroom theory, I put it here too because it's music theory he's talking about in a really practical way. So I put that there. And these are the same resources we had from last week. The lab has not changed. You can go in there and continue working. Outside creativity, I've not changed this. I don't have a new one for today. So again, you can decide how you want to spend that time. I put this in the songwriting because same thing. It's about song structure. And I wanted this source to be in 3 different spots because depending on how you're spending your time, I really want you to take a look at this. It is really amazing. And thanks to Luke, I have expanded out my resources here. I actually put the playlists into some people I really like, and there's more coming. It's just that if you get done with certain things, continue to look at the playlist for these people. It's amazing, and there's depending on what you're after. That's why I can't give you a specific thing. Take a look and see what tools or resources are there for you and your growth and goals and what you're trying to accomplish. Control room has not changed, just because there's a lot of resources here, and you just need time to mess around. You need to explore these tools, and if you're using all the components of Soundtrap, great. You're plugging your guitar in and doing different sound effects and so on and so forth. You're multi-tracking, meaning you do more than one track in a composition. You need time to play around and practice with that. So I don't have anything new to offer you. I just say keep playing around with that and work on more compositions. This hasn't changed, and this hasn't changed. And that is your overview.